Hello dear F2s. This week it's time to do some letter revision because we have finished our great big book number 3 and the sounds in it. So it's time to make our sound book number 3. Now don't worry if you don't have one of these at home because you can do your own version of a booklet. Now the sounds that we are going to talk about are these: G, O, A, L, F, and B. Today we are going to start off with O. That's the first sound in my book. And to get going, you need a pair of scissors. Cut along this line. Be careful to hold your scissors, right? And then, when you finish that, you will need to first trace your sound O and then write it yourself. Now remember, the best way to do this is to do finger writing first. So get your fingers ready and start to the top. It's one of the curly K letters, so that means you need to go to your left flipper side and go around back where you started. So start at the top, go around to the left and all the way back to the spot where you started. Then hold your pencil right with your froggy legs and again start at the top, go around, and that's it for the O sound. Now when you finish tracing, you'll see more spots over here. That's the place where you need to start writing your own O sound. Start at the top, go around and back where you started. And keep on doing that until you finish. And that would be it. When you finish doing that, you will need another piece of paper. It can be bigger than this, where you're going to stick your O sound. So you can use glue, put it on the back, stick your O sound onto the big sheet of paper, and the next thing is the tricky part. Now for that, we will open our big book to remind ourselves about the O sound and the story that goes with it. The story is about a family who have just moved into a new house. In his new bedroom, the little boy can reach the light switch and he's turning the light on and off, making an O, on, off sound. So the action for O sound is this. As you do it, you say O, on, off. Now, you can still practice your finger writing here, starting at the top, going around and back where you started. Now, here's a big picture that can give you some ideas about things that I want you to draw on this piece of paper. Now, I can spot some things that begin with O sound. As we said, the boy is turning the light on and off. So there are two words for you. Not quite easy to draw them, but they do begin with O sound, like in here. O, n, on. Or here, O, f, off. Now, I see more things here that have a name which begins with the O sound. For starters, there's this animal hiding under the bed. It's a toy, but it's an animal that lives in the sea, and it has 8 legs that we call tentacles. It's called octopus. Then here is another one. It's a kind of a bird. It's a very tall bird, and its name is ostrich. Now, there is a fruit here that you are probably all familiar with, and I guess you can almost say its name. It also begins with O sound. It's O, orange. Now, speaking of oranges, they have this particular color that has a name which begins with O sound. O, orange. Now, as we were speaking about sounds, you can have every sound at the beginning of the word, in the middle of the word, or at the end of it. So for these two words, and for that one as well, the O sound is at the beginning. On, off, and here is oct, op, us, octopus, octopus. But for these two, O sound is in the middle. L, O, st, lost. Or for this one, there are three sounds in it. H, O, t. O is in the middle in h, o, t, hot. The O sound can also be in the end of the word, like for this one. Now, if you try, I'm sure you can read this one. Try reading two sounds at a time. Po, te, to. So there are two times you can see O in this word. Potato. It's a potato. And one is in the middle, close to the beginning, and one is in the end. Now, we were talking about the words that begin with O sound. So your task here is to draw something that begins with that sound. On and off with a light, opening the door, going over something. Those all begin with the O sound, but the easiest one to draw, I guess for me, is the O octopus. So that's what I'm going to do. I'll start with a head. It's a round head, and as we said, it's a creature with 8 tentacles. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You need some eyes, eyebrows, and a big smile. And that would be it for the O sound. You can think of more words like October, or some other words that come across your mind, and you can do your best to draw them here. That would be it.